Fab, Kiss, Buju, Blessed. You're tuned into Steppin Raizer with me, your host, Court the Seeker. And the word is still love. Yeah, so the idea of civilizations as opposed to cultures suggests a certain hierarchy of existence, but not only of existence, but of importance. But certainly within many of those older, quote-unquote, civilizations, there existed a knowledge class, and as I said to you earlier, one of the most precious commodities in existence from then till now is information. And the difference between those periods of time then and where we are now is the dissemination of information and the fact that we're able to get our hands on almost anything we want to know about. And that has its pluses and its minuses, because now everyone's an armchair specialist or an armchair diagnostician. Have I pronounced that correctly? You know what I'm talking about. And a quote that I've heard often is that sometimes a little knowledge can be a dangerous thing. And what's been really interesting for me has been especially what's happened, everything that's unfolded in the past couple of years has been how little bits of information, no matter where they originated from, have become these little tiny pebbles that then have this kind of snowball effect. And we're getting to see the results of those things. And we're getting to see them in real time too, because not only do we have a dissemination of information, but we have a dissemination of sight to see what's going on in other parts of the world. And in some ways that's made the world a more closed and I guess closer community. In some ways, and in some ways not. In the ways that it has, it's highlighted that no matter where you are, we're still connected via the interweb. We're still connected by aspects of globalization, however you determine that to be something positive or negative in your life. We're connected by the processes by which we do the things that we do, earn money, feed our families, get somewhere habitable to live, create boundaries of safety, raise children, all that stuff. And then on the flip side, the negative has been that for those who would choose to spread fear or would choose to sometimes gaslight situations, it's far easier for those people to have a microphone because they can, as opposed to speaking to 10 people who would speak to 10 people who speak to 10 people, they can now use that to spread that information very quickly and across vast distances. And if there's one thing that this world is built on, it's fear. And if you don't believe me, look at the way money is moved around the world. That entire system is literally fear-based. Whether you're talking stock options or futures or hedge funds or... One of these days I'm going to delve very deeply into that. It's a very tangled web. And the other thing that this interconnectedness has allowed for in our global community is the proliferation of our prejudices. The things that we see in other people that make us go, oh gosh, oh no. And a lot of the fears are unrealistic, but they're the same. And again, it doesn't help that we're locked into these modes of binary thinking, which, yes. And not that contradiction is always a bad thing. You can hold contradictory views in your head. I can look at a situation and think there are people who are suffering and under attack, and their whole lives and their children's lives are being disrupted. And I can be very sorrowful about that. At the same time, I can see how those people in that situation will treat other people because those people look different from how they are. And while having empathy for their situation, I can condemn that behavior. Guess what? Some of us can walk and chew gum at the same time. But there are agencies out there who would have you believe that that's not possible.